Hey, Samara here, CEO and founder of FYE Finance and the creator of your Trump Effect Masterclass. So, what's in the Trump Effect Masterclass? It is a class designed to educate you on the tax shelters that are out there that are afforded to taxpayers like you and myself. And the reason why I created this class is because every year there are 4 commonly made mistakes on tax returns. Tax filers don't file on time, or they make mathematical errors, or there's missing or wrong information, or most importantly, they just don't know the tax rules and laws. They change, right, constantly, and sometimes people are just not kept abreast on what's new. And so I created this tax class in order to educate you on the different tax laws and shelters that are out there that can be utilized for taxpayers like yourself and me. In the Trump Effect Masterclass, you're going to get access to tax shelters around various areas, and it is a self-paced class. So you'll have a lifetime access to the information, and you are able to take the class at your own pace. Now, I also wanted to give you a little teaser of what you can expect when you take the class. So we had a client that came to us during the tax season, and this client was an S Corp filer. Okay, so as an S Corp filer, this client is able to deduct charitable contributions. That's right. As an S Corp, you can deduct your charitable contributions. Now, this client was not aware of this rule, and because she was not aware, she had not been doing it in previous years. But when she came to us, we were able to get her on the right track. We were able to reduce her taxable income by $18,000. This resulted in a tax savings of a little over $3,000, which not only was reflected on her business tax return, but because she's an S Corp filer, you know that business income gets passed to your personal tax return. So then she had a reduced personal taxable income. And so that's just one example of how you can use the current laws, as long as you're aware of them, in order to reduce your taxable income. So again, tax season is upon us. If you want to start right now and putting the Trump effect in your life, taking advantage of these tax shelters that the IRS has created, I urge you to buy the masterclass as soon as possible and get started today. Hey, FYE Finance family, welcome to Flip It with Samara. So on tonight, I'm super excited because we have a lot going on in the month of January. Most importantly, it's my birthday month, so I'm celebrating all month long. And I hope that you are going to be celebrating with me. So I want to see who's in the chat. So if you are in the chat, you know this is an engaging live. So we definitely want you to say hello, leave your comments, leave your questions in the chat throughout the live, and I will be sure to address them. So flip it, right? A show designed to flip the narrative on how we view and use finances in both personal and business settings, right? And so keeping that in mind, we also want to create a welcoming environment where you can learn, where you can ask questions, and you can just grow financially. Like that's what we're all about, is creating a legacy, creating financial wealth, creating financial literacy and growth. We're a big proponent of that here at FYE Finance. And that's why we come before you with these lives week after week, right? So, like I said, we got a lot going on. First and foremost, happy birthday to me. all month long. Angelica, thank you. It's your birthday month. Woohoo. Thank you, Angelica. See, somebody else is celebrating with me. I appreciate y'all, FYE family. But we also have our YouTube page. Make sure that you are subscribing to our YouTube page, okay? Hit that like button when you see a video that you like. Definitely leave comments on YouTube as well. And make sure that you are subscribing. Again, we have a lot of content that comes before you week after week. And so If you don't get a chance to watch it during the live, you can always watch it in replay on YouTube. And when you do watch it in replay, leave me a hashtag replay so I know that you are watching it in replay. And I do visit, the comment section. I try to answer all of the questions that I may have missed during the live. So be sure that you do that. And then we also have my podcast, right? So FYE Finance, the Flip It podcast is available on Audible, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple. So make sure that you are checking out the podcast too. You can listen to that on your way into work, or while you're working out at the gym. I know it probably won't get you like all amped up, but it will definitely occupy your mind, and definitely you can learn while you're burning those muscles, right? Working those muscles, you can work that memory muscle too. So check it out. And then we also have a summit coming up. This is the Connect and Elevate Summit that will be coming up next week. I cannot believe it. So January 14th is next Friday, and that is our Connect and Elevate Summit. We have some heavy hitters on the panel. So you definitely want to make sure that you are there. Reserve your spot as soon as possible. You can do that by visiting www.fyefinance.com/main event. Some of the speakers were previously on the show last month, so you got to get a little taste of what to expect, but some of them you have not heard from, and when I tell you, you are in for a treat. Believe me when I say it's going to be something for the entrepreneurs at large. But if you are an individual wanting to connect and elevate in the year of 2022, I would definitely urge you to go there as well, whether you have a business or not. Okay. And then we have tax season, right? I cannot forget tax season. This is a busy time of the year for me. It's the most wonderful time of the year for accountants. And so tax season is upon us. We have already opened up the booking consultations for our 2021 tax season. So you can definitely visit the website. You see it here on the screen, and you can book a consultation. So we are accepting consultations starting January 18th. So you definitely want to book your slot as soon as possible. And believe me, people have already started booking. So a lot of people are trying to get before the curve, I guess, or make sure that they get in there before a lot of people start trying to get those time slots, because again, it's going to be limited, and there's going to be a time where I may have to cut it off. So definitely want to book sooner than later. Okay. And then last but not least, you saw the ad about the masterclass, right? So I'm doing a little something special because it is my birthday month and I'm celebrating all month long. And so we decided to give the masterclass a slight facelift. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering a masterclass bundle. So in this masterclass bundle, you're going to have a tax prep checklist. You're going to have financial tools. You're going to have P&L calculator for small business owners. You're going to have an estimated tax calculator. You're going to have tax definitions. So I talk about a lot of definitions during the masterclass, and so I want to make sure that I'm helping you understand like what I'm talking about, because it could be overwhelming to just hear someone, and I know that I'm a visual person, so I wanted to make sure that I gave you something that you could hold in your hand and always reference as well. Okay, so you're going to have that definition handout. And then, most importantly, after you finish watching the class, I know you're going to have more questions. I know there's going to be something specifically you want to talk to me about. So you get 1 hour with me, 1 hour for free, a 1 hour strategy call with me. And that's unheard of. I've actually never done this before, but I'm feeling generous. It's my birthday month. And so we're going to have that bundle on display. I'm starting tomorrow, okay? All of that information will be available to you when you purchase the masterclass, okay? In addition to that, for those who have registered for the summit, I have a special treat for you, and I'm going to announce it next weekend. When I tell you it's going to be an extreme discount on the masterclass. So you definitely want to make sure that you are in attendance, because you have to be in attendance at the summit in order to get this extreme discount. It's a big discount. Again, I'm celebrating all month long. So wanted to make sure that I, did you right. I gave you a gift as well for celebrating with me. So, like I said, a lot going on, right? So now we're going to jump into tonight's live. So tonight's topic is money moves. I love it because this time of the year, we're always, doing vision board parties, or we're always setting New Year's resolutions. People usually want to lose weight or make more money, right? Those are the two top resolutions. And so, in doing so, I wanted to make sure that I, came before you and talked about some money moves. Okay. It's especially important because if you saw my post a few weeks ago, the word for the year is wealth. That's our word for the year. And I kind of broke down what wealth was. I did a post on Instagram and broke down what wealth is. And I am going to be taking some time to walk you through that in the upcoming months. But Money Moves is definitely a teaser to our journey towards wealth. So I wanted to make sure that we begin the year with these money moves, these tips, these strategies that you can implement right now to put you on the right path towards gaining that true wealth that you're looking for in 2022. Okay. All right. Dream World Media. I see you. I think we got Samurai out there too. I see you. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you. So the thing about, hey, Angelica, one thing that I would say that you have to do is you have to have a vision, right? Um, and don't confuse that with a dream. Okay, so I wrote down some definitions to make sure that I drove this point home. The difference between a vision and a dream. And we're going to put it on the screen. So, a vision is the ability to plan for the future with wisdom. That's a vision. A dream is just a cherished aspiration or ambition, something you dream about, maybe you hope for, but no strategy, right? No implementation, right? No action, right? A dream is just an aspiration or an ambition, but a vision is the ability to plan for the future with wisdom. When I read that definition, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And so it often reminds me of the saying of nothing comes to a dreamer but a dream, right? And what that means is you are definitely needing to put things into action, right? When you are a dreamer, you say, oh, one day. You ever heard somebody that says, oh, one day? It's all about your language too, right? When you are a visionary, your language is different. Your language changes. I don't know how many of you follow us on our social media platforms, but you have noticed recently we've been doing a lot more affirmations because we want to encourage you to change your language, right? We have affirmations along the lines of money. I like how money is attracted to me, right? It's easy for me to flip money, right? Those affirmations are encouraging to you, right? You need to have that vision. So you affirm yourself, right? And then you implement the vision. So I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me calm down. So, once you know the difference between your vision and your dream, then you can start preparing for the vision. So, how you do that, right? Vision board parties. I've been to a few vision board parties in my life, and this is a true tool, and I'll tell you why. Visualization is a very powerful thing. I want to read to you a quote from Muhammad Ali. His quote says, if my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. Okay. So, very, very powerful. It first starts in your mind, right? You have this goal, right? You have this vision. And then when you go to like a vision board party and you're cutting out all of your pictures and you're putting it on your board and you're giving yourself timelines. That's another thing I used to do at my vision board parties. I would give myself timelines, deadlines to meet. It's encouraging and it keeps you on task, right? Angelica said you can breathe life into a vision by what you say. Absolutely, Angelica. Your words are so powerful, and that's why I'm encouraging you to do those affirmations every day. Okay. So going back to the vision, right? Going to a vision board party, definitely helpful. Let me tell you about an actor that I read, and this was I was puzzled. I didn't think that he used the power of visualization, but he did. So, Jim Carrey, before he became famous, would write himself a check for $10 million every week. Every week, he wrote himself a check for $10 million. And he did that for about 3 years. And then he got a part in a movie called Dumb and Dumber. And guess how much his salary was? $10 million, right? The power of visualization, right? He was like, you know what? I know I'm going to be a millionaire. I know one day that I'm going to be able to cash a $10 million check. Like somebody's going to pay me $10 million for my craft, for my gift, for my service, right? Entrepreneurs, I'm talking to you, right? Start visualizing that thing so much that you're writing yourself checks, whatever that number is. I always tell people, if your vision doesn't scare you, then it's not big enough. It should scare you. You should take a pause and your hands should shake a little bit, right? Like you should take a pause and be like, wow, this is going to be mind blowing when it happens. Not if it happens, when it happens. Again, changing that language. Thank you, Angelica, changing that language, right? And so, definitely you can see how important it is to have that visualization. Okay. And then the daily affirmations, make sure you're doing that. One thing that I do, and I have gotten away from it, and I used to do it a lot. I need to do it more. So I would write daily affirmations and on sticky notes, and I would stick them on the mirror in the morning. So when I got up to brush my teeth or do my hair, do my makeup, that was what I saw. There were reminders of who I was and whose I was, right? So I would remind myself, that I am beautiful inside and out, that I am worthy, right? I am a child of God, you know? I can have X, Y, and Z, okay? And so those daily affirmations is what I encourage you to do too. It's just going to better reinforce that vision, right? And help and keep you encouraged to continue to work out the plan. Okay. So do those daily affirmations. Another thing that I'm really, really big on is SMART goals. So I told you when I would go to vision parties, I would put deadlines on the visions that I created, right? So that's what a SMART goal is doing. It's creating a strategic plan for your vision. Okay. SMART goals, SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relative, all right? So relevant rather, and then time sensitive or time bound. So make sure your goals are SMART, okay? I won't go too much into that because I have like covered this in the past, but it's important that your goals are specific enough that you are outlining how to obtain it, and then you are giving yourself a strict deadline. Okay. Steve Harvey said something that really resonated with me one time. He said he never had a plan B. And I was like, wow, you never had a plan B. Everybody has a plan B, right? Like even athletes, like they play these sports and then they say they get a degree because that's their backup plan, right? Everybody has a plan B. He said he never had a plan B because if he had a plan B, then it would be him feeling like he's giving up on his plan A. He was so dedicated to what he wanted to accomplish that he said, I'm not even going to think about the alternative. There is no alternative. That's the type of vision we need to get in our lives where there is no alternative, right? We are so focused on our visions that we are determined to make them happen. Okay. So I love that, right? Make sure that you are so focused on your vision that there is no alternative, right? And work that thing out, implement that thing, affirm yourself daily, right? Write it out. Um, and so then the other thing is the three P's of strategy, right? So there are three areas of strategy that you definitely need to remember when you are prepping for your vision, and that is perspective. So again, this all starts in the mind, right? So we are definitely having to change the perspective of how we do things. I I honestly can say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So perspective has to be changed. You have to come into it saying, "Hey, this is this is what I'm going to do going forward." Right? I have a new perspective on life. I have a new perspective on how I need to do business because I'm trying to get to a new level. Okay? And then position, right? So when we talk about position, putting yourself in the right place, always make yourself available, right? Be positioned so that you can connect with people that you need to connect with in order to help you elevate, right? Little teaser for the summit. It's all about connection and elevate. Throughout my journey as an entrepreneur, I have been blessed to connect with some pretty awesome people. Some people that were in my same line of work, right? That I can look to for guidance or help or support. And then some people who were not in my area at all that I really needed to look to for guidance and help and support. Because I am quick to tell people, listen, I stay in my lane. My lane is finance. My lane is tax. My lane is accounting. Okay, I'm going to stay in my lane. When it comes to things like graphic design or marketing, um, that's not my lane. And so I've been blessed enough to connect with people who are able to guide me in those areas. So position is very important. I would not have gotten to that point if I did not make myself available, right? You have to make yourself available. I know I'm getting a little off subject, but when we talk about time and time management, making yourself available so that you can position yourself in certain places is very important, and it's going to be key to you generating wealth. Okay. And then once you get this perspective, once you get this new perspective, once you position yourself correctly, then I want you to just have this pattern and replicate. Okay, so for all of my seamstress out there, right? I sew a little bit on the side too. Y'all don't know that, but anywho, sew a little bit on the side. So when you are sewing, you have this pattern that you use to cut out your fabric. And according to the pattern, you know how to assemble your fabric so that you can sew a garment. And so it's no different. When you have learned the secret sauce, Angelica, I'm borrowing some of your terms. When you have learned your secret sauce, you definitely want to create that pattern and just use that to create your garment, right? Use that to create your strategy, okay? Replicate it. Do it over and over again if it works. If it doesn't work, make your tweaks, go back to the drawing board, right? Make adjustments. You can do that. And then re implement the new and updated pattern, okay? So it's important that you understand the three P's in strategy. So before we go any further, I want to make sure that I did not miss any questions or comments. Okay, no questions, no comments. Great. That means you are getting it. I'm so happy that you are here. Again, shout outs for you joining us on tonight's live. Those that are joining by YouTube, shout out to you. Those that are joining on Facebook Live, shout out to you. Before we go any further, I do want to take a pause for the cause. So we are going to play an ad and we'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back. I know I'm excited. I hope that you are excited about the upcoming summit as well. Again, you definitely want to make sure you get your seat because I'm super excited about the announcement I'm going to be making about giving away that tax bundle. Okay, so definitely want to make sure that you get your seat for that summit. Okay, and then I'm also giving away something at the end of the live. So hopefully you stay until the very end so that you can be included in the drawing for that. Okay. All right. So cool. So what I want you to do before I go any further is drop in the comments hashtag celebration so that I can make sure that your name goes in the drawing when we do the giveaway tonight. And okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. I wasn't gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is because I feel like it's anticipation. So what I am willing to give away for this week, and again, all month long, I'm gonna be doing giveaways. So what I am willing to give away for this week is a free tax preparation. So you're going to get one free tax return. Okay. This is only for individuals married, filing jointly or separate. But no S corps, no C corps, no partnerships. Okay, so no business returns, but for my individuals, I got you. Okay, so if you want to be included in the drawing for a free tax return, then definitely put hashtag celebration in the comments. And we will definitely let you know who won at the end of the live. Okay, so money moves. All right, so the money moves are simply this, right? Reduce your debt, increase your income, save, and protect. So let me walk you through these, right? So there are several ways you can reduce your debt. A thing that I try to do every single year is I shop for a lot of things that I know that I'm going to use anyway, right? So I will shop for things like car insurance. Don't do it too frequently because I actually had an agent tell me like if you do it too frequently, it can actually hurt you. So maybe shop for your car insurance maybe once a year, okay? But I'll shop for car insurance, especially let's say that you are someone who occasionally speeds, okay? Like myself. If you had recently had a ticket, a speeding ticket drop off of your insurance, then you are probably in a better position now to get a lower rate. Well, your insurance company is not going to call you up, neither will they just address your rate. Okay, you are going to have to shop around for that. So either you ask them, hey, can you adjust the rate, or you go to another agency and you see if you can get a reduced insurance bill, right? I'm telling you, it works. And your insurance is related to your credit score. So make sure you keep that credit score good so that you are able to leverage that in order to get these reduced rates. Okay. Another thing that I shop is phone coverage. All right. So your cell phones, for some of us, those bills can be in the hundreds, especially if you have multiple lines. Okay. I am not above going to a cricket. Okay, I don't know who all here is in Georgia, but listen, I will do it. Okay, if it will save me a few $100s. And so make sure that you are being aggressive in shopping around for different cell phone coverage. So Samurai has a question. If your credit goes up, can you get an adjustment on your car insurance? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, your credit score. So if your credit score goes up, can you get an adjustment? Definitely an opportunity for you to shop, Samurai, because honestly, I know that that is related to your insurance rate. They absolutely look at your credit score. Okay. So definitely if you saw a jump of 30 plus points, absolutely. And you haven't had any tickets in the last year, absolutely. That would be the time that you start shopping around to get that reduced rate. So these things may seem like really, really simple, right? They can save you hundreds, sometimes thousands, depending on how much you're paying right now. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure you're shopping around. Another thing that I cut out when I was making money moves is cable. Okay. Most of us are not home long enough to utilize cable. Well, I take that back. So after the pandemic, we were home all the time. That's probably when a lot of people started signing up for cable. But for the most part, we're on the go and we're not home enough to really utilize cable, right? A lot of the things that I watch on demand. I don't even watch in real time. And so, with that being said, we one time eliminated cable altogether. We like, we don't need cable. We had Fire Sticks, honey. Okay, and so we were streaming apps up in here. We were using Netflix, Hulu. We were using Prime because what was the point? Every show that we wanted to watch was available on one of those streaming apps, and we didn't watch it in real time anyway. So next day was just as good. So definitely that is a way to make some money moves, reduce your debt, okay, by doing that. Another thing that you can do is shop your internet. Okay, so sometimes your internet, your cable may be connected. You may have the same service provider, but see if your internet can be reduced by shopping it around. Okay, see who can give you the best deal. Now, my husband is a stickler on this. What he'll do every so often is he'll check the speed of the internet because usually when you sign up for some type of bundle, they'll tell you, oh, I promise you speeds of this many gigs or whatever. And so my husband wants to make sure that, hey, he's getting all of his money's worth. And so every so often, he will definitely check the speed of the internet. And if it's not giving him that speed, then he's like, oh no, we're shopping around. Now, let me tell you, we did this one year. We didn't even have to leave the company. The company saw that we were not getting the speed that was promised to us consistently for months, and they actually gave us a refund. So again, closed mouths don't get fed, right? Y'all heard that before? So definitely make sure that you are being aggressive and trying to reduce your debt by shopping around some of these things that you use every single day. Okay. Another thing is make sure that you are increasing your income. Okay, so you can increase your income by a lot of different ways. I know in 2022, I said, hey, I have a goal. I want to have at least 10 streams of income coming in. And when you first say that, you're like, there's no way. 10 streams, there's no way because you're thinking that these 10 streams have to exert my time of some sort, right? Or maybe they have to be in different areas, but they don't. They really don't. They really don't. I actually set my business up so that it is generating multiple streams of income just within my business. So you can definitely do it if you have that vision. If that is one of your goals, if that is one of your vision, you can do it. So let me tell you how, right? Don't be above Uber Eats. Don't be above driving for Uber Eats. Don't be above Instacart. I know a lot of people that are making some good coins driving for Instacart. Okay, they shopping for people. Okay, using their car, tax write-offs. Hello. So we're gonna get into protection in a little bit. But a lot of people are using these gig opportunities in order to make some additional income. And you can do the same. And it has a little startup cost. Okay. You already have a car, right? You already have a cell phone that you can download the app to. So a lot of the things that you would need, you already have in place. You're just leveraging what you already have. Okay. So definitely there are tons of ways for you to make additional income, right? If you are someone who invests, if you buy a full share of a stock, you can get dividend income off of that share if your stock pays out dividends. That's something that you want to make sure you're researching. Okay. When you're buying stock, if you are somebody who eventually says, you know what, one day I want to be able to live off of the dividends that my stock returns, right? Then you definitely want to make sure that you're investing in a stock that gives out dividends, because all stocks aren't created equal, okay? There are some companies that do not pay out dividends. Amazon, no dividends. Okay. So be that as it may, right? Yes. Okay. Yes, their stock price is always growing, always escalating, but they're not paying out dividends. So if you're trying to, if that's one of your goals, you got to make sure you do the research. Okay. But dividend income is another one, right? Something that may cost you a little more is investment property. That is a big thing right now. I have several clients who this is not even like their main business, but they're getting into it because they're seeing the amount of money that can be made off of owning investment properties. Okay. Airbnbs, don't be above it. Okay. VRBO, don't be above it, right? Use your homes or your investment property in order to make some extra income. Okay. It definitely helps. We talking about money moves. So this is thinking out of the box. Remember, going back to perspective, we're changing that mindset. So we're thinking out of the box. So we're going to do some things that we may not have done in previous years. But if you really want to make these money moves, this is what it's going to have to take. It's stretching you. It's getting you out of your comfort zone. And I'm here. If you need help, if you need guidance, I am here. I'm your girl. I got you. Okay. So definitely don't sleep on the investment income. Okay. And then do not sleep on royalty income. Okay. I have some friends, some family who are getting money off of royalties when they write books, right? Affiliate income. That's another big thing. Oh my gosh. When you tell people, go buy this product, you pose with the product and they use your link, I get affiliate income. Okay. So I'm telling you, these are things that I have to exert no effort in someone clicking on my link. Okay. Well, I take that back. The only effort I may have to exert is putting it on my email. That's it, right? When I'm giving it to somebody. But otherwise, if you visit my website, you could definitely use the affiliation link, and then that's how I earn money, right? You're going to buy the product anyway, right? And so definitely make sure that you are using all of these different avenues, and don't think that you have to have affiliate income from something from the arena that you're operating in. You don't. Okay. If you are someone who has a large amount of followers, or you are an influencer, honey, people will be banging on your door for you to pose with a picture of their product. They don't care what you do. Okay. I'm a tax person, right? Doggone McCormick might be calling me, hey Samara, you want to pose with one of these spices? Because we know that you use this spice to make your sweet potato pie. Sure will. Okay, so get that affiliate income. All right, make sure people are using your links in order to get that income, and that's income that does not require any effort on your part. Okay, and then let's not forget the old-fashioned way, right? Your earned income. Let's not forget that. Yes, you are working a job, and you can definitely find ways, even in your current job. We had LaShawn on. I think it was last week we had LaShawn on, and she talked about how you can definitely use your current position or the things that you are currently doing in order to position you or pivot you into a step up, right? And into a promotion. It's just all about how you present it, right? So you don't have to necessarily quit your job. Just look and see, hey, what's the next step? Now, how can I position myself so that I can now move into that next step, into that promotion? So don't sleep on that, okay? Don't sleep on your current job because, again, you can increase your income at your current job. You can do it, okay? Um, and then another thing that I would tell you is make sure that you are saving. Okay. So that's another part of money moves. Save your money. So if you're reducing your debt, if you are increasing your income, that's all good, but you got to save some of it, right? You got to make sure we're being smart about this thing. We don't want all of the money that we have coming in going right back out to someone else. Make sure you are saving, make sure you are paying yourself, okay? And so, how you do that is you can do that through a lot of different ways, but you can do that through retirement planning. So get you a retirement account, get you a 401k, right? Get you an IRA, something that's stable. And then you can definitely save that way. They definitely have better returns than your normal savings account. So definitely utilize those instruments that have those better returns, okay? Another thing that you can do are CDs. So CDs are like these short-term savings. It's usually for like a year or more. Again, better interest rates than your normal savings account, but you can definitely utilize those in order to help you make those money moves. Okay. One thing that I do that is pretty awesome, and that's why we had a comment, and I'll come back to the comment in a minute. But one thing that I do that helps me save and helps me save in a manner where I don't get discouraged, right? I set it up and I forget it. And I use this app called Acorns. And so when I use Acorns, Acorns has this beautiful thing called roundups. And so every time I swipe my card, it will round up to the next dollar. And so that gets pushed to my savings account. Now, in addition to the roundups, I'm always pushing money to that account every month. Like every month, Acorn takes a certain amount out of my checking account and it pushes it to a savings account for me. Now, I don't know about you, but the less access I have to my savings, the more it can grow, right? If you have a savings account that's directly connected to your checking account, more than likely you're going to keep borrowing from that account, right? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. And so the easiest way to see, or the fastest way to see your savings grow, is put it in something where you don't have that easy accessibility. Now, you still can get your money out of an Acorns account. It just takes a few days, right? And then when you see how much it has grown, you almost are like, dang, I don't want to touch it. Oh my gosh, look how much it's growing. Again, interest rates are better in the Acorns account than in your normal savings. And again, just out of sight, out of mind. So you're allowing it to grow. You're allowing it to work so much harder. You're allowing your money to work so much harder for you when you set up accounts like that. Okay, so savings. Okay. And then the last thing is protecting your money. You worked all this time. You have saved, you have increased your income, you have reduced your debt, you're making all these money moves. And so you want to make sure that you are protecting everything. And you do that through what I call legacy planning. So my legacy planning has multiple tiers, okay? The first tier, first and foremost, is tax planning. Yep. Most people don't look at that as a part of legacy planning, but I feel like if I can reduce my tax bill, then that's more money that I can use to pay myself. Okay. Which is adding to my legacy, my building wealth legacy. Okay. Um, and then what you can also do is make sure that you have a good life insurance policy. Now, I don't get into telling people whether you should get whole or term because it truly just depends on what you want to use them for. And it truly just depends on like what you're if you have other investments, I'll put it that way. Because there are whole policies that have an aspect of investing in them. But if you are someone who is heavily investing in other avenues, then maybe that may not work for you. Maybe you just want the death benefit, you don't want anything else. And so, again, that is a way to protect your legacy because God forbid something were to happen to you, right? And you were making money moves to reduce your debt, you were making money moves to increase your income, you were making money moves to save, but at the end of the day, you die unexpectedly and you still do have debt, right? And so now all of this that you have built, right, is for not like your loved ones, your family. They will not be able to I guess, take advantage of all the hard work that you've done because now it has to go to pay creditors. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are protecting that. That's a part of your legacy planning. Okay. Life insurance. I know people don't like talking about it, but it's definitely something that you need to do. Um, and one other thing, oh, I forgot, another stream of passive income that you can use is vending machines, y'all. So this is something that I am seriously considering. But again, when you're doing this, it's all about location, location, location. So I'm doing a lot of research before I dive into that pool because that is money that is just being made while I'm sleeping, while I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm on the beach, whatever I'm doing, right? That money is just being made. So again, there are multiple streams, and if you have another stream of income, I encourage you to share that in the comments. Let me know some streams of income that you have used to make your money moves. So I know we had a comment. I'm not sure if it was a question or a comment, but I think we had Samurai says, should we save all of our money all in one place? So no and no. So this is why I say no and no. The FDIC only protects your money or up to a certain dollar amount. Usually banks, I think it's $100,000. So you definitely don't want to put all of your money in one bank if you have accounts that will have a larger balance than $100,000, right? Because should something happen, they're only going to protect up to that amount. Okay. Another reason why I say don't put it all in one place is it depends on what you want to do and how much interest is being earned. So again, going back to my points of higher interest being earned on things like retirement planning, even your Acorns account versus a regular savings account. You may earn a higher interest on a CD if they're doing a special during that time of year. So I definitely would always shop around, just like you shop around to reduce your debt. Shop around when you're thinking about savings so that you can make sure that you're getting the most benefit, right? You're getting the biggest benefit as possible. So that is it. I mean, I hope that you all were encouraged hearing about some of these money moves that you can definitely implement in 2022. I know that for myself personally, I am well on my way to that goal of having 10 streams of income. Super excited about it too. Definitely still thinking about some other money moves that I can make. And again, if you have some that I didn't share, please feel free to share them in the comment below. I'll be checking the comments after the live just to make sure that I didn't miss any questions or concerns. And if I think of any that I forgot to mention, I'll definitely put those money moves in the comments as well. All right, so we had hashtag celebrate. So I couldn't keep a track of everybody that was doing the hashtag celebrate. So let's see. I want to see if I can do a spinner app and I can pick some people. So I'm giving you one last time to tell me hashtag celebrate so that we can see who the winner is. All right, let's see. We're going to put some up. So I can, okay, so we got Earl White. All right, so I'm putting you in the drawing. Let's see, who else do we have? We have Marie Mitchell. Okay, you are in the drawing. Who else do we have? We have Wayne Andrews. Who else do we have? We have Dream World Media Group. Okay, let's put you in there. All right, we got Samara. And who else do we have? That's it. Okay. DMG. All right, I'm going to spin this wheel so that y'all know I'm not cheating. I am going to show y'all my phone in a minute. Okay, let's see. Let's spin the wheel. I don't know if y'all can see, but it is spinning. And dun 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 dun, the winner is Marie Mitchell. Okay. So, Marie Mitchell, we will definitely be connecting with you offline so that we can tell you how to redeem your prize of a free tax prep for the year 2021, the 2021 tax season. Okay, so again, exciting. So glad that you all rocked with me until the end of the live. I'm super, super excited, y'all. Again, birthday month celebration. I'm celebrating all month long. That was just a tip of the iceberg. We're giving away some things every single week. So make sure that y'all rock with me every single week so that you can take advantage of these gifts, right? So again, thank you for joining FYE Finance family. I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful Tuesday evening. Again, congratulations, Marie. We will be in touch. And until next time, FYE Finance family, be blessed.